am broadcasting live on my birthday today, and in the memory of a fun time. Question of today is gonna be, what is your favorite memory from your childhood in the summer? You know what I'm saying? Your favorite summertime memory as a child. You know what I'm saying? Things you might have done, wish you could have done, should have done. We gonna get that going and really see what is your favorite memory. What is your favorite summertime memory from your childhood? Now, what is your favorite summertime memory from your childhood? I think y'all gonna like this one. So we gonna put that up there, and we are going to see. Make sure that song straight, cause the angle is important. They say. All right, there it is, right there. Question of the day: what is your favorite summertime memory from your childhood? I know some of y'all remember the good old days. So we gonna talk about it in the fashion that it's my birthday, and you know what I'm saying, things that I remember, besides hanging out in the neighborhood and playing with my friends. It was a lot of good memories. So I hope you guys got some good memories too. And we gonna really chop it up today and see, you know what I'm saying, what people did around the world in the summertime as a child growing up. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all got some crazy stories. Because I got some crazy stories, and I'm going to lay a couple of them out there, you know. Because, yeah, summertime, it definitely was a fun time, you know. Like, I ain't really realize how risky it was. But, yeah, it was a fun time. I wouldn't want my kids doing some of that stuff now, but, you know,
It was a different time.
it was real different. Me and Mrs. H vibing about the good old days. As you know, this summer has been extremely hot. You know, that's something that, hey, you won't forget this summer. Like, the heat was on when summer officially came in. Like, it definitely, got triple digits for quite a few days. So, we gonna see summertime, summertime. You know what I'm saying? I hope a lot of people had fun growing up in your childhood, when you finally was released from school, because school definitely felt like work. Like, boy, like, I think school is what got people accustomed to, really like being functional in the daytime. Like, this whole thing comes from having to get up early in the morning for school. And so people feel like this is how it is, but there are a special breed of people who their nighttime is daytime and daytime is nighttime. And the nocturnal people of the world, yeah, they don't get enough credit. They don't, because it takes a strong person to be able to focus at night and be up all night without going to sleep. So when we get some people in here, definitely, hopefully, we can get some hearts up for the third shifters, because they don't get the credit that they deserve. It'd be a lot of the day that they miss out on because they vibe at night. know this could be timing, but I'm gonna leave this one up though. We gonna see. I ain't gonna just, be impatient. Cause trying to catch them on live, like I say, it's either hit or miss. Because when people are looking through the thing, or if it flip you in, everybody just don't be hot to try to check it out. But some people like to come in here and have fun though.
Some do.
Some come in, they get the debate started. Cause I still think episode 4 so far was like the best one. Like that was the best one. I hate that it's partially blocked. I tell you,
Well,
but that's why I keep the background quiet now because I don't own music and I ain't trying to promote nobody's music. I'm trying to promote myself.
um, yeah.
Can't be promoting nobody's music, especially if they ain't gonna give me a cut. I need my 10% too. For real though, I need my 10% too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna need front. And yeah, that's what happens because these artists, you got to copyright your stuff, so people can't just be. And then YouTube, people they just do stuff, and yeah, people get the wrong impression. So I keep the background quiet on these now so I can focus up. But you'll want to though. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, the tunes will motivate you, you know what I'm saying, motivate the conversation to feel free, relax. But you got people be trying to steal people's stuff, and you just can't even have background music. Like, you can't even set the tone
I
for
think you
the
have to give a
conversation.
disclaimer or something.
See, I ain't got time for all that. Mm-mm. It ain't even that serious. Your stuff just will not get played during my live session. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah, but nonetheless, we gonna see favorite summertime memory. You know what I'm saying? As a child, what some of the things you did? I know we used to bust that water hydrant open though. Like, that's how you get the party started. It's 90 plus outside. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got the big old vice grip that popped that bad boy open. And when that water come out, boy, talk about fun time. Everybody and their mama was out. I even seen a dude in a wheelchair go through the hydrant.
I didn't mean to laugh. But big ups for being inclusive.
It was hot. It was hot. I seen a dude in a wheelchair go through the fire hydrant one time for the one time. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It blew him out that chair.
Oh,
Yeah, it was interesting.
I hope you guys helped him.
Yeah, they made sure he was alright. It did, but yeah, that's boy.
Yeah, I didn't have
Summertime.
that experience, but we had sprinklers.
It was yard sprinklers. Some people had yard sprinklers too. But it was always somebody who just felt like the yard sprinklers wasn't enough. So they found vice grips. But then the downside to that though, it was actual fire and then it wasn't no water.
Oh no.
So yeah, it was trouble. Like the water supply was low. I mean they got the fire out though, but still they was not happy about that. I kid you not. They was not happy at all. Things you don't realize as a kid though, because for that water, yeah, whoever had to pay for that probably was the city. So you know they was mad. But man, it was hot and everybody ain't had no air conditioner. They ain't know what else to do, you know. Crime could have broke out. It was so hot. Like it was hot. I kid you not. Crime could have broke out because it was hot like that.
Yeah, it's definitely that hot this month.
Yeah, July usually be hot though. I think that's why mom kind of despised me low key though. It was a hot day when I was born. She couldn't believe that this was happening. And I was born in the afternoon too, in the grease of the heat. I was born at 4 something p.m.
You know, you can look it up. We have to check and see.
I already know what time I was born. I looked at
No,
my
how hot it
oh
was.
how hot it was that day.
Hmm.
Real hot. I'ma tell you, it was real hot that day. It was hot when I was born. You know what I'm saying? Welcome. Thank you for joining. If you just now joining, we vibing on my birthday, going through favorite summertime memories from your childhood, things you used to do in the summertime to keep cool. You know what I'm saying? The all-time favorite though was the ice cream truck though. Like, you know what I'm saying? You look forward to the ice cream truck in the summertime because, you know, your parents didn't because they ain't want you coming in there jingling they change for show.
That was the best.
They had other plans for them coins, but none the least, you know what I'm saying? The ice cream truck for me probably is definitely a favorite summertime memory for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? When that ice cream truck came around, you know, you hope to get something. I tell you that. Hopefully we can get some hearts in the corner for the ice cream truck. You know, it was the ice cream man before that one guy. They just didn't call him Mister. You know, you can't say people's names like that. Well, you might can, but I don't want to risk it. Cause no, I wouldn't want nobody rolling up on me out the blue talking about, yeah, remember when you said? No, that wasn't me. But nonetheless, favorite summertime memory from your childhood. Hopefully y'all got some good ones. I'm sure y'all had fun in your life. It wasn't always all serious, you know. But shoot, on some days it was too hot to be outside though. Especially when it was 90 plus. Like, man, look, it was too
Yeah.
hot to be out. But as a teenager, I still was out though.
Hmm.
Moved from tree to tree till the sun cooled down.
Well, we didn't have a choice. We were you must get out the house by noon type household.
Yeah, I remember that. Be outside baking. 12 o'clock, get your chores done. 12 o'clock, you gotta go outside.
Hmm.
Things was different, you know what I'm saying? Now kids go outside and they just be sitting out there looking like, what am I supposed to do? That's how they don't got no good summertime memories. They ain't do nothing but lay in the bed and watch TV. Crazy, right?
It is.
Cause shoot, my favorite summertime memory for sure is the summertime when the school used to have the rec center. You know what I'm saying? You go up to the rec center.
That was fun. I don't think they do that anymore.
Nah, the budget's different. They definitely don't do that. Not at all. They don't even think about that. But what was crazy though is that they had more. All right, hello watermelon. Appreciate it. Glad you took time to say hi. But nonetheless, you know, man, look, we used to go on more field trips in the summer than we actually did in school. That's what people didn't know. We used to actually go on funner field trips. Like we used to go to the wave pool.
With the rec center.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the best.
We used to go on funner trips, you know what I'm saying, in the summer. That's how, you know what I'm saying, they used to trick kids. Tell you summer school bad, but literally they having fun though. Cause
Yeah.
yeah, we did. I remember going to the wave pool a couple times
Hmm.
and went to the zoo and something else we did. Like, you know, but yeah, sure, man. Summertime, it's good times growing up. Now we just be like, it's too hot out. I don't want to be bothered. But outside has gotten crazier though. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but it seemed like stuff that got stranger out there.
I think people are busier and moving faster.
Mm. Or maybe I'm just older and I understand. You ain't got time for all that no more. But shout out to the watermelon. Dropped in before they went to bed. Hopefully they hit the subscribe button. Appreciate all the live subscribes, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Anybody who subscribed, big shout out to you. Shout out to all the current subscribers as well. You know what I'm saying? Doing pretty good with that right now. So far, 316 subscribers to this channel. You know what I'm saying? I think that's real good progress. Especially if you ever look at my stuff and you never hear me say, please like, share, subscribe. Like, you never hear me say that in none of my videos because I feel that if the channel is good enough, you will subscribe without me asking. That's just my personal opinion. But nonetheless, favorite summertime memory from your childhood. What are some of the fun times you remember when you was carefree, bill free? You know what I'm saying? I know y'all got some good memories. Don't be shy.
A good memory.
Some good memories, you know. When you used to go outside and play hide go seek, you know what I'm saying?
Well, we definitely did that, but
Or freeze tag,
by the
you
time I got
know.
to junior high, in the back of my elementary school, there was a train track which had an empty train car on there, like a cargo train. And it was all rusted out. So we, like, for a summer, turned it into a clubhouse and would go and hang out.
Well, you know,
That was
hey,
like one of the best summers.
okay. That's what's up. Y'all had a summer clubhouse.
In a rusted train car,
Uh,
cargo cart.
okay, shout out to the summer clubhouses. Let's get some hearts in the corner for the summer clubhouses. If you know what I'm saying, you feel like summer clubhouses is cool. Let's get some hearts in the corner for that. Let's get some likes on the top. Okay, before I go to bed, my favorite childhood memory was playing with water balloons like all day.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that was
yeah,
fun
for
for
sure.
sure. Let's get some hearts in the corner for the water balloons though. For the water balloon fighters. You know, I know a couple people that got tagged with that water balloon. I'm pretty sure of
Just being a girl, you were a target, so I got
it.
hit.
You know what I'm saying? If you've been hit with the water balloon, let's get some lights on the top. Let me know you watching in real time, cause yeah, water balloon fights definitely was the funnest. You know what I'm saying? Then when they came out with the Super Soaker, oh, it was a
Mm,
game changer.
no, I hated that. The boys rode around on bikes and, like, just rode up on you and super soaked you.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was a mischievous summer. Like, by the
Mhm.
way, I'm gonna go on and put that out there. That was a mischievous summer when the Super Soaker first was introduced. You know what I'm saying? It was like people, the neighborhood kids definitely found a way to get one. It might not have been theirs. They could have been borrowing somebody else's,
Hmm.
but none the least, they found a way to get one. And then you thought the Super Soaker was bad. They made a bigger one that you had a tank on your back. You got like a tank of water on your back.
Yeah, you saw those neon colors, you knew to just turn away.
You know what I'm saying? If you know about the Super Soakers, let's get some hearts in the corner for the Super Soakers. You know what I'm saying? Because that definitely was a summertime, fun, torturous experience for some people. Because that Super Soaker definitely it cools some people off. I will tell you that Super Soaker it cooled some people off in the summer. It had them hot in the inside that you just can't believe that you know what I'm saying. You took all that time to get dressed and somebody came through because it was hot and just squirted you with water because people was doing that. They thought it was funny, but yeah, probably in these times now, probably a fight will break out. Do somebody like that. They be talking about so what is hot. Any more childhood memories that was fun? What else y'all did? Interested to know what other folks did in these other countries, what they do, what they did as a kid, growing up in your childhood. What did you do when school finally let out? Because I know I spent a lot of time outside though. Like, it is kind of amazing that I can stay in the house now. Like, I spent a lot of time outside growing up. Like, sure, that was one thing my mom didn't have to worry about. I was already making a game plan.
Huh?
I'm going outside, G, because that's where the people at.
Hmm. That's where the people were.
But then, if technology was what it was then, would have had an effect on us today? I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't really know though. But then again, probably so though, because then you couple that with video games though, because video games like was the big thing for the boys, and yeah, that was already the gateway to electronics. Now you got the VR. You pop the VR on. Yikes! I, man, look, I don't even know if we should have internet to that, because you never know what a person is looking at in that VR. It's probably frightening. But favorite childhood memory? What y'all got? Let's get some hearts in the corner for the summertime. You know, the summertime is what we all be waiting for. It be so cold in the winter, but then we be talking about, oh, it's so hot. You know what I'm saying? You got to take your wins where you can. Embrace the heat because it does get cold. Then you be wishing it warmed up. You know what I mean? Because shoot, I want to. I meant to go out yesterday. I went out for a bit, but I meant to go out. You know what I'm saying? A little bit longer though. But today, it is my birthday. I have made it another year around the sun, and I'm hoping today be fun. So, in the spirit of having fun, favorite childhood memory that you remember you had fun in the summertime. You know what I'm saying? You might have went to the beach. You could have went to amusement park. What do you remember as being fun in the summer? Shoot, my favorite summertime event is a good old barbecue. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If you got some ribs on the grill, I might come through. You know what I'm saying? You just never know.
Hmm.
Cause I like barbecue.
Definitely. And that's now we're still on childhood favorite events.
Yeah.
Mm.
Bless you.
No, my childhood favorite events was the church's summer school.
Church summer school?
Yes, because that's where all the adventure and field trips really were, where we like went outside of our city.
Hmm,
Hmm.
that's what's
And
up.
you got to see all kind of kids that weren't at your school. Super fun.
That's what's up. Shout out to the church camps.
Yeah.
You know, I don't discriminate. Shout out to the church camps. You know what I'm saying? We doing it big on my birthday. Getting the day started early. I might have to take a nap. I don't know yet. We'll see. But nonetheless, in the spirit of turning another year, reminiscing, you know what I'm saying? Favorite summertime memories, you know. I know you had some good ones. I had some good ones. Some of y'all, you know what I'm saying, had some really good ones where you met your summertime crush. Oh, I bet you remember that real good, don't you? You met your summertime crush. I bet a lot of people remember that. Because, yeah, it was always someone that looked different in the summer. Hmm.
They look the same. You just had different access in the summer.
Nah, they looked different in the summer. It was something about the summertime glow.
Oh my
They was
goodness.
looking tight. You was like, man, look, today is the day. I'm gonna talk to you. I ain't afraid no more. That's what they used to say.
Hmm.
Then the fall come, you return to school, and then they act like they don't know you no more.
I don't know. I didn't experience a lot of
Man, it's been some tough stuff. You
it.
know, I done seen some tough stuff. You know what I'm saying? Reflecting on my birthday, like I have seen some tough stuff. And then I done seen like some stuff I can't believe that people are actually that way. Like I don't know, maybe I don't know, maybe I don't see what everybody else see because stuff I be hearing about people sometimes I be like, what? You ain't even got to be like that. I don't know, but it'd be crazy. But sure, let's get some hearts in the corner for the summertime. Really get some hearts in the corner for my birthday though. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to say happy birthday, we should have a mountain of hearts down there in the corner though. It'll feel like it's my birthday when I see the mountain of hearts. Cause you know I'm doing this thing, strolling down memory lane, live though. Cause yeah, I had some good summertime memories for sure. You know, appreciate it. Thank you for the sub. I definitely had some good summertime memories. You know, some I can't even talk about. I probably shouldn't talk about really. Like
Mm-mm.
I probably shouldn't even really talk about some of my
Just keep the
summertime.
code.
But they were fun though. It was all a part of learning. I will say that. Because you know, just like all kids, everybody is curious about something. And, you know, you just be doing stuff. But we end this thing on my birthday. reminiscing about the summertime, fun things that happen in the summer. You know what I'm saying? Water parks, grill hot dogs, hamburgers, you name it. Just boatloads of fun for sure. Thank you. Appreciate it. Shout out to the watermelon. Get some hearts in the corner for the watermelon. But yeah, telling you, man, it's different on this side. Like, I kid you not, it is so different on this side. Like, hmm, I'm scared to see the future. Like, but I hope to be inspired to really get it right and lay it out for the future, though. Because right now, we are definitely in panic mode. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of false demands and high hopes, and yeah, we are in a real topsy turvy state. Because you watch the news, you'll really be depressed. That's how you be on them pills. Because you be looking at the news, worried about the world, to where you can't even manage you because you scared. I've been doing good since I ain't been watching the news like that. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
You got to know what's going on.
You gonna know what's going on. Your phone gonna tell you. You ain't gotta watch it. You can read it. You ain't gotta watch it. Cause watching the theatrics, that's what had you nervous. Cause you know who is in charge, and he just be saying stuff. Half of the time, you don't even know what it means. He just be saying stuff, and man, look, we ain't being led right. You know, he is not being led right because for this to be the greatest country, it should not be all this struggle and strife. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is a flashier third world country. Like, for this supposed to be the greatest country, they say. It shouldn't be so much hardship, I would say. Because it's a lot of unspoken hardship that is not talked about. And maybe people scared to talk about it, but yeah, it's the world is crazy right now. And true, we may all might need to pray for a better solution. But none the least, what I'm saying, let's enjoy the day. Favorite summertime memory. Growing up as a kid, you know, I think we did all kind of stuff from hopscotch, double dutch. That used to be fun to watch.
It was fun to do.
Yeah. Shout out to the double dutchers around the world. I know with some of y'all like, man, I used to remember I used to double dutch.
Double Dutch.
Which your mama broke an
Ooh.
extension cord. I know I feel old though, but I feel like I'm right where, what I'm saying, the bridge where things was going from old to new though, like right in the middle of where technology was starting to advance, and then right where it come from, what I'm saying, with the big black and white TV. Like, you tell your kid about a black and white TV, they won't even believe you. They think you making that up. That TV didn't always have color or HD. It was the old school analog. I know, this kid's so lucky.
Mm-hmm.
And they act like they're not.
I
I think
know,
that's the
right?
worst part about it. Like they got it so easy for kids that basically all they gotta do is know how to sign their name. Everything else is a push button.
Mm-hmm.
They taking the thinking out of everything. And that could be something that could be vital in the end that people probably should like really consider that though. Like it shouldn't be super duper easy like that because then when the challenge come, how are you gonna solve the challenge if you can't even really? Have I tried VR? Nah, I seen it though, but nah, I ain't never tried VR.
I tried it a little bit.
Yeah, I seen it. Like I don't know. I ain't too fond of nothing on my face, but I might get some meta glasses though. I might get some meta glasses. You know what I'm saying? Give those a try. I don't know. Do how I might try that, but nah, I ain't too fond of like something covering my face like that. But shout out to the VR users though. Let's get some hearts in the corner for the VR users and see who's actually viewing. Because sure, man, look, this channel is gonna be one of the channels that you will definitely know that is definitely an authentic vibe that no one could duplicate unless they had held me against my will and forced me to be a part of their network. But no, I don't live that kind of life, and nobody will do that. At least I hope not. Jesus Christ. But yeah, as a kid, when you had the opportunity to actually be a child, the funnest things of the summer definitely probably was the water fights. I would not argue that one. Water fights and road trips for the ones that went on road trips. Shout out to the road trips. All the folks that went on road trips. Man, you probably could be sailor. How do I feel about AI? I mean, it depends on how you use it. In all honesty, I believe it does help enhance certain aspects, though. That probably, you know what I'm saying, you would need a little help in. So, I mean, I'm not totally against AI. Now, I would say definitely not try to use AI to, like, do something shady with it. You know what I mean? Because I mean, far as like editing and things like that, you know what I'm saying? Now, I wouldn't say just add something into the mix that's definitely unrealistic. I would say that. But AI always can help in some type of way though. It's not as bad as everybody say. It's all about how a person use it. Because I mean, we going into the future where assistance is good. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I'm gonna tell you something. AI could never take people's jobs like that because people can say all that, but you need a person to operate the machine always.
Well, they're gonna take a lot of jobs. You might still need a person or two, but
You're gonna need
things are
people.
changing.
And then when they fail, people gonna be back on the job like they should be. Cause I mean, they ain't even thought this through all the way. This is a touch and go every day. Well, I can't say how I feel about that, but I mean, look, people will always be needed. That's just one thing you can't
Well,
get rid of.
yeah, people will always need people.
They will always be needed. And you know what I'm saying? This is going to probably take away some of them jobs that people don't want to do. That might be okay, but people will always be needed. Someone has to operate the machine. Because, nah, everything can malfunction. Even a person.
Mm,
Even a person can malfunction, but none the least, I don't think it can get to that point.
I hope it doesn't anytime soon.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it can get. I'm, I'm gonna hope not. We gotta stay in demand. That's for sure. A man just pop on here and say he evil.
Okay.
I know. I don't even. I'm waiting to see the next part, cause I understand people just come in and they just be doing stuff, and it be fun because I be kicking it, and it's getting to that point to where see what people really got to say. Summertime memories, we used to have fun. I did. I used to have fun growing up, like, man. And some of it was crazy too, though. It was some crazy moments. Like, it was some odd moments, like, where, yeah, nah. We should have stayed at home. Yeah, but we was out, and yeah, we had to endure what happened, but it's okay. I'm here today, kicking it with y'all, reminiscing about the summertime on my birthday. You know what I'm saying? Midway through my life, because yeah, days is definitely different. Even just from 15 years ago, it's a big change from 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
We had a full episode where the world was quarantined,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where it showed that where people had to stay in the house for a long time, they was glad to go back to work.
Mm-hmm. For how long?
To Richard started demanding he needed to do his job better since you returned back to work. You was off a whole lot of time, he said. And he said you need to do your job better. So, you know what I'm saying, when he remembered that Richard was this way before he was out all that time during the episode, and he was at home getting paid doing nothing, and then he had to come back first day on the job after the episode was clear, man, Richard got on his nerves so bad to where he hate that he came back.
Mm.
Mm, he must have been somewhere where it was hot. The sun was cooking. Well, yeah, shoot, that episode, man. I almost wanted to quit my job when I returned back to work. I ain't gonna even front. When I went back up in there after being there, I was sleeping at night. I was getting up when I wanted to. Man, I went back to work that first night. The back of my legs was hurting. I wanted to quit that job. I felt like I deserved better than that. I'm just gonna keep it real. Let's get some hearts in the corner if you want to quit your job. Let's get some hearts in the corner. If you went to work and you said today could be the day, I give up on y'all. Let's get some hearts in the corner. Yeah, there we go. I know. There we go. Cause what? When I went back to work, man, I didn't like what was going on. I almost wanted to quit. Cause I was at the crib chilling for a good month or so. I was mad that they called me back so soon. I did. I asked them, hey, is there somebody else up under me y'all can bring in first? I needed one more week. They made me mad because, see, I got one free week and then I had to work for the other one. They had me upset. And that first week back working, that's why I need some hearts in the corner because I want to quit. Okay. I didn't like what was going on the first week when I could return back to work after being able to finally like take a break and really just you know what I'm saying, really take a break though. Like, you know what I'm saying, when the episode hit and they was giving out the money and you know what I'm saying, everybody was at home, look, that was a good time for me, okay? And I would return back to work and I almost wanted to be through with the job altogether. Like, you know what? I felt like I deserved better than what I was doing. And I did. I stayed there a little bit and then I did quit on them though. So let's get some hearts in the corner. If you just want to quit on the job, tell them find somebody else to do it, sir, ma'am, whatever you are. Cause shoot, sometimes you just you do you feel like you deserve better than what they got going on, and that's just the truth. So don't be ashamed of them hearts. Put them hearts up if you just want to give them the middle finger sometime, and tell them, look, I already been working on something else anyway. Bye. Yeah, I know, but that's why we gotta inspire ourselves to want to be able in a position to do that though. You know what I'm saying? To be in a position to do that. Because I was in a position to do that. When I had that feeling, I did. I quit on them after I had a surgery on their insurance. Whew. Let's get some hearts in the corner for that. Because I did. I got another job in the mix of having a surgery as I was working for them. What? That's how you do it. They probably put a clause in their contract now that if you go out on medical leave, you got to return to work first before you can quit. Because they thought I was coming back and I wasn't. I was done with them. I know that was a real proud moment. I felt proud of that, you know what I'm saying? Because most people, you got to get fired from a job to leave it. You know what I'm saying? I felt proud that I was able to quit on my own terms because I was pursuing something better. Or should I say, something better pursued me, however you want to look at it, but I was pursuing something better. And they was too. They probably was hurt, thought I was going to return back to work for them. I was gone. But I appreciate the time that they allowed me to collect that paper, though. Get some hearts in the corner for the money. Where the money makers at? Let's get some hearts in the corner for the money. Don't be shy. You know what I'm saying? Put some dollar signs in there too. Hearts for the money. Dollar signs don't represent. Because you know, that was a power move what I did on them. And I've been going up ever since. Because if I'd have stayed there, I probably wouldn't have been able to move up. Because I tried it. And they didn't want me to move up. I actually had to like compete for a job versus some people who've been there a long time and all this old stuff. And they gave me the run around. Well, these folks been working here this amount of time, and you know what I'm saying. I'm like, oh, okay. Y'all want me to work under him, the guy I lost the job to. You say, yeah, okay. So yeah, stuff be crazy. Now I ain't saying just quit your job just 'cause you feel like it. I ain't saying that. Please don't get that misconception. I'm saying quit that job if you is able to quit that job. Because sometimes you might set yourself up in a position where you can quit that job and it won't be a problem. That's the absolute truth. You know what I'm saying? You want to put yourself in that mindset that, hey, I can move on. All right, peace, watermelon. Catch you later. Dang, that just got deep just that quick. Cause man, I just thought about that though. Like, cause yeah, they did. They tried to play me though. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We're way off from childhood memories.
I know. Now I'm in my adult memories. I'm in my adult ones. Cause I'm telling you, they're more interesting than people's childhood memories. Cause man, this job. It was already a hot job for one. Like, you know what I'm saying? They work with plastic, so it's a lot of heat involved. So in the summertime, no matter what time of the day you worked in there, it's gonna be hot. Like the equipment could catch on fire if you ain't handling it right. That's the real deal, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was already a situation. And I went in there and learned how to do all the stuff, and they did. They gave it to that one dude. But looking at it now, it probably was for the best though. Because where I'm at today is way better than what that was. That's for real. But I'm gonna go on and get off this thing though, cause appreciate all the chats, all the happy birthday wishes, all the hearts in the corner. I definitely
Happy
appreciate that.
birthday.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the happy birthdays to get the day started. Cause today I'm finally gonna relax like I was being born again. You heard me. So till next time, catch me on the next episode. Peace. Oh, I love just that somebody